Hello everybody, this is Malavar TC1 coming at you with an unboxing video for a Sega Genesis Mini. I know this is pretty impromptu, but Sega Genesis was my childhood. This thing I was super excited to get. It was announced about, I would say 7, 8, 9 months ago, a while ago when the Super Nintendo Classic Mini was released. And the thing is, like, I've loved the mini console so far. I've heard that this official one is the best, and I ordered it, pretty much pre-ordered it right when they announced it, and I was super excited to get it. Only good reviews about it, so I'm super excited to play it myself. Pretty much going to do an unboxing right now. I wanted to show before the unboxing the games that were available in it. You can probably see all this full list online and stuff. You can't really see it probably too well, but that's pretty much all the games that are available for it. And the ones that really excite me the most is up here, Castle of Illusions. That's one of the games that I played as a kid. Obviously the Sonic games, but I own all those on the, the market for the Xbox. But there's also some really good ones: Streets of Rage 2, Sonic Spinball, Alex the Kid, Echo the Dolphin. A lot of really great Sega Genesis games that I'm really excited to play through. With that being said, let's get right into it and look at what comes in the box. This is my first time opening it, so everything you're going to be seeing is exactly what I'm going to be seeing first time. We've got a cord there, some instructions. Looks like we've got the computer there, controllers there. We've got more cords. I'm guessing this is the Mini itself. More cords. I'm just pulling all these out just so that we can have a good look at each one of them. Okay, and there's nothing else in the box aside from everything that I pulled out. There's two controllers. Let's open up one of these controllers so we can see that up close. There's a cord for the controller. It's not cordless, but that's totally fine. I'm used to having the cords because of being a kid. Now, it's not the 6-button controllers for the Sega Genesis, which came out later in the Sega Genesis lifetime. It's just the 3-button controllers. So that's probably fine for the games that are on there. It doesn't use the 6-button controller. There's probably no 6-button controller games. If you played the Sega Genesis, there's a 6-button where there's 3 below and 3 above. But that didn't come out till way later in the lifetime of the Sega Genesis. And that was mostly used for like games like Mortal Kombat, where the fighting would need more. You could use high kick, low kicks, high punch, low punch, stuff like that. But for this, it's going to be just fine. And it feels like just like I remember it as a kid. This is the real deal controller. This is not like some cheapo stuff. This is pretty awesome. It feels exactly like it did when I was a kid. And there's 2 of them, so I can play 2-player games. Now let's get to the wonderful Sega Genesis Mini itself. Now this looks exactly like the one I had as a kid. There's a newer Sega Genesis that came out. Obviously newer in the sense of Sega Genesis itself, but this is the first type of Sega Genesis. This is the one I had as a kid. I had the first one. So we've got the beautiful Sega Genesis here, Mini. I'm just going to pull that off right now. Looks exactly like it does when I was a kid. You could even open it up as if you were going to put a cartridge in there. I wonder if you can get like fake cartridges on Etsy so you can put them in there and pretend you're playing like a Etsy cartridge game. I'm sure people will come out with that. It's got the on-off button, and it looks like it's actually got the movable headphone thing, even though there's no headphone jack. That's really hilarious. And we got the reset button too, which I'm sure works on, off. That all makes sense. It looks exactly like it does on the bottom too. There's probably like I wonder what comes in here. I don't know if it opens, but there's a little portion that opens, or it looks like it opens. Okay, I don't know what this is for, but there is a little section to the bottom there that does open up. But I think it's mostly probably for either fixing the console or, probably some other means. So I'm going to put that back on. There's probably no other reason for me to keep that. High definition graphics, 16-bit. Yeah, this is awesome. It's got the ports for the HDMI, the power, and the 2 controller ports, which probably use the USB, which, yeah, that's exactly what they use. So this is pretty awesome. I'm going to be really excited to play it. If you guys ask me in the comments like what I think about certain games or about the Sega Genesis in general, I'm going to be able to answer those questions, but I'm not going to be streaming from it or anything. I'm pretty much just showing it off that, hey, I got this new mini console. I did it for the Super Nintendo Mini Classic, and I just love these sort of things. I love the mini consoles. I hope that more come out in the future. I got the mini PlayStation as well. I think they're pretty awesome. Even if they don't have the full games on them, they're still pretty awesome. A lot of people mod them. I modded my PS Mini, for example, and I put way more games on it, so it's possible to do. I just want the official one that looks really nice, and that's what they came out. That's what they came out with. Finally came out with an official one. That's really awesome, and it's not cheapo. And I've heard that the UI inside the system as well as the UX inside the system, it's really good. So I'm really excited for it. Not one of the cheapo ones. This has been Mal of RTC1. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Come back for more content. Thanks for being awesome. Bye, everybody.